Good evening, sir.
How are you?
I'm fine, sir.
Yes.
Sir, briefly describe to us the essence of this tomb and when was it established and what happened? What happened? Yes, sir.
I'm very much appreciate we are coming to visit this place,
Right.
which is very important to all Nigerians to know who is the Prime Minister,
Yes.
to know how the Prime Minister was struggled to Nigeria. That is why they make this the common idea of the building of this historical monument. Yeah. My name is Mohammed Abubakar. I'm chief tour guide of the tomb complex. First of all, the idea of the construction was initiated in 1975 under Janagawan administration. But the construction started in 1977 under General Olusegun Obasanjo administration. And then the tomb was declared open to the public as national monument on 29 August 1979. The then military administrator of Bauchi State, Brigadier Garba Duba, who is now a retired Lieutenant Nigerian Army.
Okay.
And then first gate from entrance, signifying the childhood educational background led Prime Minister. And the tomb was designed to reflect the simplistic life led Prime Minister.
Okay.
It is now my honor and privilege in inviting you. Once more, welcome.
Thank you very
And
much.
the total cost of estimates of the building is less than 1 million naira. 700,000 and 7 naira and 50 kobo. Once more, you're welcome.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
My dear guests, the full darkness here signifying the hardship and content the late Prime Minister together with his colleagues for their effort to free Nigeria from colonial New York. And also the darkness signifying the mind for the visitors to the death of late Prime Minister. So this is the full meaning of darkness.
Okay. Well, sir, about the lights, the lights here about.
Yes,
Can
it's childhood educational background.
Okay,
of
this
the
is
late Prime
childhood
Minister.
educational background. Okay. Right. Yes, sir.
You see the little light signifying the ray of hope in future the nation to free from colonial administration.
Okay.
But the second darkness signifying struggle continues for independence.
Okay. This means struggle continues for independence. All right. This darkness signifies, or it implies the struggle,
Struggle continues.
continuation of struggle for independence.
You see the full brightness signifying the attainment of government Nigerian independence 1960.
Okay.
The subsequent election, and Abubakar became a prime minister in 1957. Those are the two different steps, rough one and smooth one respectively.
Okay.
Rough one signifying the hardship by the people of Nigeria under the colonial administration.
Okay.
But the colonial government, they do everything directly without wishes or idea of people.
Okay.
While the small steps signifying freedom and joint independence in 1960.
Okay.
So on going down, this one is more easier.
All right. Okay. So we are stepping down toward the tomb.
You see the slabs and the gaps signifying the crisis and civil disorder when Abubakar was assassinated.
Okay.
The color on the wall signifying the different ethnic groups in Nigeria. And the late Prime Minister serves our interest to unite them at one nation.
Okay.
and the top remained a roof, signifying the open-mindedness of late Prime Minister
Okay.
and showing the simplicity life to the people of the Federation. So this is the actual grave.
So that is the grave. That is the actual grave where the Abubakar Tafawa was buried, and this is exactly the grave where Sultan Abubakar Tafawa was buried. And as I had before that, this is the room of his father. This This place belonged to his father, and that is exactly where he was buried. And this is the tomb of Sir Bakar Tafawa Balewa. So then what next, sir?
The late Abubakar Tafawa was born in December 1912.
Okay.
He was born at Tafawa Balewa.
Okay.
His father's name was Mala Yakubu, and Abubakar was born to Aisha. He started elementary primary school in 1922 to 1925.
All right.
Therefore, in 1925 to 1928, he attended Bauchi Provincial School.
Okay.
In 1928, he went to Katsina Teaching Training College.
She or he?
He,
Okay.
where he was trained as a teacher.
Okay.
He back to Bauchi Provincial School.
All right.
During his teaching, he's more familiar on history, geography, mathematics, English.
Okay.
In 1945, he went to London University, where he obtained a diploma in education. He back to country in 1946.
1946.
In 1949, became a headmaster of former school, that is Bauchi Provincial School.
Very good.
In 1950, he became a first educational officer in Bauchi Province. Abubakar was appointed to Bauchi Native Authority as a senior councillor. He was appointed to Regional House Assembly in Kaduna, representing both province. Abubakar was joined politics in 1952, like NPC Action Group. In 1955, became a Minister of Works.
Mr. Walks.
Yes, from Minister of Works and Party Minister of Transport in 1956.
Okay.
On September 9, 1957, Nigeria made a general election.
Okay.
And Abubakar became the first Prime Minister of Nigeria.
Very good.
In 1960, when Nigeria became independent, Abubakar was humble, dedicated person who sacrificed life for Nigeria.
Okay.
And she was assassinated on 15 January 1966.
Okay.
He left 3 wives and 19 children.
Okay.
The late Abubakar died not left behind, except only one house,
Allahu Akbar.
and pumped out by himself, which are the practical example to nation to emulate.
Yes,
So
exactly.
did the short biography.
Thank you very much, sir. And as you can see, this is the name of the late Sir Bakar Tafawa Balewa, which is Abubakar Tafawa Balewa.
Yes.
And this is exactly the dates
Yes.
when he was born
when he
and
was dead.
when he was killed,
Yes.
and or when he was dead. So he was born in 1912 and died in 1966. So this is exactly the grave
Yes.
of
Prime
Sir Bakar Tafawa Balewa, the first and the last Prime Minister of Nigeria that we have. So may his soul rest in perfect peace. So what next, sir?
I would like to deliberate message, the great message on Nigeria
Okay.
by the Prime Minister when we got our independence.
Okay.
Today is Independence Day. The 1st of October 1960 is the day to which for 2 years every Nigerian has been eagerly looking forward. At large, our great day of arrive, for Nigeria is now indeed for independent sovereign nation.
Yes.
Word cannot educate my joy and pride being to Nigerian citizens privileged to accept for Royal Highnesses the Queen's Alexander of Kent personally bringing to us of our freedoms we are now nearly reached our goal. I open a new chapter in the history of Nigeria for the Commonwealth, for the indeed in the world. That is the Nigerian speech.
Okay. Miss May his soul rest in perfect peace. What next, sir?
This is the way we're taking you out.
Okay.
The late Prime Minister said, I make to thank God for making through about their nation.
Okay.
Many events and changes has taken place. To all know that during the week, the position taken clear, whether or not about the constitution's independence of Nigeria.
Sir, before we go out, any additional words about the father of the late Prime Minister, that is Malam Yakubu? And as I heard, his name is Malam Yakubu Danzala. So any additional words about his life?
Actually, she's the name of the father of the late Prime Minister is Yakubu Danzala.
Yes, sir.
He came from what is called a local government from Ganjua.
Okay.
After he settled down at Zala village. From there,
originally he was from Ganjua. In
local
Ganjua,
government.
Kapumadaki.
Yeah, Kapumadaki.
Okay.
He transferred his settlement at Zala,
Okay.
where they bring. After that, he come back to Bauchi here.
Okay.
As a Muslim scholar.
Okay.
You know, the father of the Prime Minister is a Muslim scholar to district head of Tafawa, Balewa.
Okay.
And the Prime Minister was grown up under the district head of Tafawa, Balewa.
Okay.
So that is the main purpose that Prime Minister make bearing Tafawa, Balewa.
Okay.
But originally, this place where she was born.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Yes. Thank you very much. But there is there are some information online. That is, when you Google about the father of the late Prime Minister, what is there is that his grandfather was killed by some people.
Yes.
And his mother took his father to Bauchi province.
Yes.
And his father, Yakubu Danzala, was raised in the house of the then Emir of Bauchi,
Yes.
between Emir of Bauchi and Madaki's house. That is where he was raised.
Yes, yes.
Then after he has grown up, then he was taken back to Tafawa Balewa and was appointed as the district head of Tafawa. That is what is on Google.
Yes, yes.
Is that true?
It's true.
Okay,
it's true
that's very good. That's very good. So this is exactly the grave, the tomb of Sir Abubakar Tafawa Balewa. So I'll continue to bring you the history of our forefathers, particularly our leaders, the first leaders and the present leaders that we have. I'll continue to bring you details and information about them. So what next, sir?
Finally, the final darkness signifies is a grave of death in the minds of Nigerians.
Okay.
So that is the significance of this.
Okay. There is this darkness. It has meaning.
Yes.
It has meaning. It simply means what?
Is the grace of death.
Okay.
In the minds of Nigerians.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. That's very good. That's very good. That's very good. That's very good. So what about this?
This is the names of the Tafawa Balewa.
Okay.
Before it is the full names.
Okay.
And then they have scratched it down.
Okay.
It's a full name, Sir.
Sir Abubakar Tafawa Balewa. Okay, this is the name. That is the name of Sir Abubakar Tafawa Balewa in blocks on the ground. So that is that, and that is where the guests used to come and settle or rest before they enter into the tomb. So that is that. So that is this A, signifies that Abubakar Tafawa Balewa. This is A, which means Abubakar, which simply means that Abubakar has left this earth. He's no more on earth. That's why the A was turned is turned upside down, and that means he has gone. So may his soul rest in perfect peace. So my name is Bello Hamza Aliyu. So I'll continue to bring you details about Nigeria and beyond. Thank you very much. Thanks for watching. Meet in the next one.